Good evening, everybody. Man, you guys are kind of back there. Todd's right. Jeez, that's got a lot of energy. Thank you, Elizabeth. And let's give it up for Elizabeth and everybody that's on staff. Raise your hand. Let's give it up to these guys. I have the honor of presenting the Tocqueville Society Award tonight. And this award is presented each year to an individual or family who exemplifies inspirational and sustained service to United Way of Central Iowa. Recipients of the Tocqueville Society Award not only have a distinguished record of philanthropy through United Way, but also a record of volunteer service and support and commitment that advances our mission and our organization. Now, I know it's behind the board here, but I think you'll realize I'm trying to tie personal life and business and what she does to our community together. So hang with me a minute. Nora Everett is a Des Moines kid who graduated from Iowa State with her bachelor's degree and her JD degree from William and Mary Law School. She began her career at Tocqueville Financial Group as an attorney, climbed the ladder and became president of Retirement and Income Solutions and chairman of Principal Funds, all within the Tocqueville Financial Group. She's passionate about her work, the people she touches, and our community. Ultimately, she is passionate about helping people achieve a better life. At work, Principal is in the business of helping people retire. And I want to quote something that Nora once stated. In the U.S., many folks are going to be looking for their 401k for their retirement savings. That's the business we're in, helping literally millions of folks here in the U.S. to save for their retirement. And then once they're in retirement, they're going to help those same folks make sure that they don't outlive their savings. Nora has had a strong business acumen with excellent leadership skills. She's a servant leader who inspires people more as a coach and teacher, challenging colleagues in various organizations like United Way to embrace complex issues with new thinking, constantly looking for solutions outside the normal construct. Nora has been a loyal contributor to United Way for over 18 years and has been Tocqueville since 2004. At Principal, she's the corporate sponsor for Women United. Now, this boggled my mind, but since 2012, Nora has served or provided invaluable leadership to many of the cabinets and boards within United Way of Central Iowa, in many cases serving multiple terms. In fact, she has served on the Income Cabinet, the Tocqueville Campaign, the Campaign Cabinet. She has served as a campaign volunteer caller. She and Dave attended the United Way Worldwide $1 Million Roundtable. And Nora served a couple of tours of duties as a board member on United Way of Central Iowa. And she is chair-elect and will be board chair in 2019. Now, during the nomination process, Nora was described as inspirational, with the following statement being made by someone on the nomination committee. And I quote, "As chair of the 2016 United Way campaign, Nora brought tremendous leadership to the table and asked questions that made the staff and CEO calls more effective. It was because of her background, thoughtfulness, and desire for a successful campaign that she made all of us stronger together. Nora's ability to drill down to the issue at hand and her ability to understand the complexity of the campaign made her an extremely strong leader. End of quote. I should probably just drop the mic. But I just want to summarize what this is. Nora's over there sweating like, will you hurry up and be quiet? But Nora, you're the ultimate cycle breaker, looking for ways to give a hand up to those in need. She is passionate about changing the trajectory of their life's journey, all for the better. An innovative thinker who focuses on activating the right people and the right resources to fight the complex issues impacting our community. This year, we are thrilled to recognize Nora Everett as Tocqueville Society Award winner. Thank you, Nora, for your leadership, your support and generosity, and for being the champion you are. Okay, thank you.
That was overwhelming, Tom. Overwhelming. Just a few comments. I'm going to be brief because I'm a little emotional right now. I don't think that was fabulous. Thank you, Tom. Maybe just share a couple comments with you on my personal journey and my husband Dave as well. Starting back, we've been so blessed personally and professionally, Dave and me. I can't tell you what an amazing gift it is to be able to give back. As a young kid, I never would have dreamed that I'd be in the position to be able to give back time, talent, and resources at this level. I had two fabulous parents. My mom was off the farm from Solon, Iowa. My dad was off the farm from Ruthven, Iowa, for those of you that know geography in Iowa. And growing up, in my case, as the oldest of 7, we didn't have a lot of discretionary income. But what I did have in my parents were two amazing folks who absolutely believed that part of their mission in life, aside from raising their 7 kids, was to help people that were struggling. And in particular, with my mom, and a couple of you know her, she's been gone a long, long time, but for those who have been in this community for a while, she was a fierce advocate for those that didn't have a voice, for those that were struggling. Oftentimes, her causes weren't all that popular. But what I do remember about my mom, and it's been an inspiration for me for many, many years, is just the tireless work that she did. I'll give you one small example. A Vietnamese family came into our church, Holy Trinity, and my mom, for 3, 4, 5 years, wrapped her arms around that family. They didn't have the language down. They didn't have the culture down. They certainly didn't have the systems down. And she became their advocate in the health system, in the education system. And my parents never preached to us. They never even gave us advice. But watching that role model all those years ago was such a powerful influence on me. The other thing I would say about my parents is, in our family growing up, you certainly didn't talk about money. You didn't talk about what you made, and you absolutely didn't talk about what you gave. That was just an unwritten rule in the Brown family. So when I came to Principal, my second blessing, the Principal Financial Group, back in 1991, and started to move up into a leadership position, I struggled a little bit with the United Way, call it the protocol. One, I certainly didn't think I was ready to give at that level. And I don't see him here tonight, but I will always be grateful for a nudge. And for those of you that know Barry Griswold, it was a hard nudge. The thing I love about Barry is he's so, and I don't think he's here tonight, but Barry is so fabulously generous. He is an amazing, for me, impact on my giving. But just as important for Barry is unbelievably competitive. So in 2004, as he got his game on, I remember as a young leader, I thought, there's no way I can give at the Tocqueville level. That's for somebody with a deeper pocket, somebody that's later on in life, somebody that's got more certainty. And I will always be grateful to Barry for giving me that nudge, because when I look back and think about just the joy of giving and giving at levels that feel good, that feel great, I needed that nudge, and so we'll always be appreciative of that. The last thing I'll say is, and Elizabeth and the team lead this charge, this is the most generous community in the country, per person, per head. It's a fabulous community. When Dave and I moved back 30 years ago to raise our kids here, I couldn't have dreamed of the trajectory that collective generosity would put this community on. You know, we impact, because to Elizabeth's point, we go after things strategically together, and then we pool our resources of time, talent, and money. We can go after these big, big, tough issues that when Dave and I lived in Washington, D.C., I don't think we could have ever gotten our arms around. But in this community, because of the collective generosity and because we're so strategic about how we go after these root issues, we can actually break a poverty cycle. We can actually lift up, 96% of our kids with quality education. What community can say that? We can go after things like mental health well-being, financial well-being, and we do it because it's personal in this community, and we do it together. I couldn't be more proud of that, and I absolutely believe, because of the people in this room, that we have changed the trajectory of this community. So thank you for your generosity. Thank you for this amazing honor. It's completely unexpected, but I will always hold it dear. So thank you very much. Dave is part of this journey with me, and I couldn't be more blessed.
Congratulations again, Nora. We are so fortunate to have you in our community and have you connected with United Way of Central Iowa. Thank you again to all of you for your Tocqueville membership and for joining us tonight to celebrate the Tocqueville Society here in Central Iowa. Stay around a while and meet our Link members and enjoy the camaraderie of a lot of great people here in Central Iowa. Thanks so much.